Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am back with another video for our Scraptember series. Today's prompt is scraps, and it is the 11th of September today, and it is also a Friday, so it is also Mixed Media Frenzy. So I've got another video that is two things in one, so there'll be a lot of info to cover, and there'll be a lot of things linked in the description box down below. So I just warn you, it's going to be a busy one. This is the inspiration layout in the top left corner that you can see there. And actually this one was chosen by Jess and I think, for this month. I'm loosely using the inspiration piece, I'll be honest. I've pulled out 3 distress oxides. I think I've got fossilized amber, tattered rose, and I don't remember what the other one is. It's sort of a grey-green colour, if that's helpful. You can probably see it on your screen. I'm just working off a tiny little iPhone for editing, so I can't see what that distress oxide is. And I'm not familiar enough with the colours to be able to tell you straight away. Is it festive? No, it's not. No. Evergreen boughs, maybe? Anyway. That's what I'm doing, and I'm creating 3 strips. So similar to the inspiration piece, they do 4, and I've done 3. I'm just using the packaging technique, so a super simple technique, just kind of squishing down the distress oxide, adding some water onto the plastic, and then just kissing that onto the page. Now, I love tattered rose. It's a beautiful colour, actually. It's nice and subtle. Anyway, I really am happy with how that's all come together. And I've pulled out some scraps from my stash, and I'll show you in a minute very quickly on screen how I store my scraps. But I have already kind of pulled out the scraps, but then I want to show you how I keep my scrap paper so that you guys can maybe, get a bit of a glimpse into how I store things. So, do I show you first? Obviously I don't. Obviously I'm backing my photo first on some white cardstock, which I often do off camera because I don't really think people need to see that, but obviously I didn't this time around, so I'm doing that now. Now, let me tell you a little bit. First of all, before I tell you who's coming, I just want to wait until I've shown you the folders that I used. Here we go. So these are the folders that I used to store my scraps. So you can see I had 4 colors, and I also have 2 clear ones, and I just keep kind of color family scraps together. When they're sort of multicolored, I just go with the kind of predominant color or the color that I'm drawn to within that pattern paper. If it's truly like a rainbow or a multicolor design, I have a clear folder for those, and I also have a clear folder for my black and white scraps, and like gold and silver go in there as well. So that's how I store my scraps. I try not to keep too much in the way of scraps. I try to only keep larger scraps because I know myself, and I know I won't reach for them. And so I also try to kind of use things up. And if there's only a few tiny scraps left, I will throw them out. I know that's, that's not what everybody does, but I just know myself, and I don't keep anything that's too small. So while I'm layering up my scraps of paper underneath my photo, let me tell you a little bit about today. So it is Scraptember. It is day 11 of Scraptember. So it is our scraps prompt. And today we have 2 YouTubers joining us, which is super exciting. We've got MK, and she's also on Instagram as well. And we've also got Crafty Meggy. So they will both be linked down below, along with Laura, of course, as Laura always is. So please go and check out all of their videos and how they use scraps in their layout today. Hopefully you'll get some good ideas about how to use up those scraps. We've all got them lying around. So, it is always good to be able to get those scraps kind of used up and onto a page. Now, it is also Friday, so it is Mixed Media Frenzy, and there are always the same ladies who join us for Mixed Media Frenzy, and they will be linked down below. And so definitely go and check them out, and you will see how they have used this inspiration piece in the top left for their own layouts using mixed media. And, we all have different techniques and different kind of styles, so I would really encourage you to go along and visit all of their channels to see how they have kind of, use their mixed media, and it might give you guys some good ideas for your own layouts. Now, we have a competition running for Mixed Media Frenzy. This is separate to Scraptember, so I'm trying not to confuse anyone. But for Mixed Media Frenzy, we have a $50 scrapbook.com voucher that we're giving away in the month of September. So make sure you go and check out all the other girls' videos. So to be entered, you just need to comment on my video, but also like and subscribe to our channel if you're not already. And then go along and comment on everybody else's layouts as well for Mixed Media Frenzy. So the way that you will be entered is I will randomly be picking someone from my channel who's commented on my video and is subscribed, and I'll be randomly selecting those from people who have commented over the 3 weeks. So if you comment on every video, that's 3 chances that you'll get to go into the draw. But it will just be a good chance to give everyone, to say thank you for those who have followed along and supported us in this Mixed Media Frenzy adventure. Now, everybody's channel is doing the same thing. So if you go along and subscribe and comment on everybody else's videos, you'll have even more of a chance to win that voucher. We went with a voucher because we've got subscribers from all over the world, and we know that we can always buy scrappy goodness from scrapbook.com. So hopefully you will do that and comment and go into the draw. Now, this competition will run from the 4th until the 18th of September, and then it will be drawn on the 25th. And that will be on Krista's channel. She will draw the winner. So definitely make sure you're subscribed to everyone, comment on all our videos for a chance to win. So yeah, lots of fun. Now, I have added a couple of thread clusters. Now, as you can see, I've loosely used the inspiration piece like usual for me. I don't often scrap lift things exactly. Sometimes I do, but more often than not, I just get inspiration from a layout and I go with that. So I liked the concept of the thread. I didn't use any tags. I didn't do any stamping. I don't really have that many stamps that I can use for backgrounds and things like that. I only have stamps for like card making. So I'm a bit limited in the stamping area. And then I also decided to add a little cluster in the top left. I just felt like my layout needed something else. It wasn't as heavy with the mixed media as the inspiration piece is, and it just definitely felt like it was missing something. So I just put that little cluster in the top left just to kind of tie it all together, have an extra little bit of string on my layout, and just kind of add a bit more interest. So I fussy cut these florals. Now, most of these scraps I'm pretty sure are from Maggie Holmes' Open Book, which is a very old collection. One of the first collections that I purchased when I first started scrapbooking, and I just really loved it. The colours really spoke to me. I've probably moved on a little bit in my style over the years, but I still really love this collection, and I have quite a lot of the paper left. I don't have any embellishments or anything like that, but I definitely have a bit of paper left, and I actually fussy cut these few florals to just have another use for scraps. So fussy cutting's been a recent thing that I've gotten into, and so I thought, why not fussy cut my embellishments from my scraps as well, just to give you guys another idea on how you can use your scraps. So I pulled out some older thickers that I haven't used for a while. They're a black foam thicker with glitter, and the title is Yay for Mum, which you probably can't tell, but it's also the slogan on Lincoln's t-shirt that he's wearing. This was actually the Mother's Day photo. My partner dressed him for Mother's Day. My partner got up, let me have a sleep in, and he found this t-shirt in the stash that was a mum t-shirt, and so he put him in that for Mother's Day, which was super cute, and so I had to take a little photo of him on his change table there. And he was very pleased with himself. Both my partner and Lincoln were very pleased with themselves. Now, I've pulled out my wood veneer. I've pulled out my butterfly wood veneer and also my floral wood veneer, which are just 2 lots that I have in these little spice containers. I do have plenty of other wood veneer, but they were just what was close at hand, so I pulled those out. And I just felt like the layout needed a bit more texture. So, I've got the thread and it needed something else. So I pulled in the wood veneer and I add 3 little flowers to each cluster and just 1 wood veneer butterfly, which might seem a bit weird. I did think about adding more to a butterfly to each cluster, but I decided not to, and I just added 1. And then I ended up adding the small little florals to each of the clusters. So I actually used up, I'm pretty sure, all of my small floral pieces that I had left, basically. So yeah, I'm basically done. I add a lot of splatters actually to get a bit more mixed media in there. look, if you've been watching my Mixed Media Frenzy videos for a while, you will know that my mixed media tends to be the packaging technique or something with distress oxides and splatters. That's kind of how I roll. I do have texture paste, which I do try to get onto a layout every now and again with stencils. And I do have my embellishment mousse, which I really like to add with like baby wipe is quite a good technique that I use a lot. But I'm very kind of predictable when it comes to mixed media. I was hoping that Mixed Media Frenzy would help me broaden my horizons a little bit with mixed media, but I would actually say that it has just got me more confident with the techniques that I like. And that's okay. So I'm definitely a fan of the packaging technique. I'm definitely a fan of distress oxides. My collection has grown substantially in the last couple of months. But I'm just, I really like the type of mixed media that I do, which I acknowledge is not very, it's not a lot. It's not very advanced or extensive, but I'm okay with that. So I'm adding a few different colours of splatters. I've got a yellow, which is a mustard, I think. Something mustard from Tim Holtz. And then I've got a green as well as a black. And they're all distress inks. Is that what they're called? Distress oxide inks? Distress inks? Distress inks, I think they're called. So I'm done. All finished. I'm showing you a close-up now, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please check out everybody's links down below, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. All right, guys, bye.